Hello everyone and welcome back to Minecraft with your host Hardtruck1. Hello. So today's episode we're going to continue building our chicken our automatic chicken farm. Well, anyway, phase 1 of the automatic chicken farm, which is to get it up and running. And then at a later date I will retrofit it to automatically cook um, to automatically kill the chickens and cook them to eat. But for right now, we're going to continue getting our stuff going. And you know what? I really actually need some builders, like some more cobblestone. I missed. But anyway, so I did a little bit of off-camera work. I went into the Nether and got some stuff that we're gonna need. I got some quartz, so that we can make capacitors and stuff. And I'll show you. I think I've got all the basic stuff. We might need some more transfer pipe, maybe. But for right now, I think we're good. So what I need is I need in this one. Let's grab a half stack more of cobble. All right. So basically, what we're doing is we're just trying to get our starting system, our basically our replenishing our replenishing thing of the chickens working. So basically, what I'm saying, because I'm not being able to say it right, but what we're going to have is the chickens are going to be up above these hoppers, which there's half slabs and stuff. I won't show you all that just yet. But anyway, all of them gather into this chest. Now, our transfer pipe is actually going to do two things. First, it's going to come out and over, and actually it's going to come out, over, and then down to one of these dispensers, which will have this item clock, I'm going to call it, because I don't know what it's actually called, to dispense the chickens out into a pin over here for now. The pin will just be like, I don't know, at least from that pillar to, I don't know, about maybe in line with that tree right there, and then over and then back to the other foot. And then the dispenser is going to be sitting here on top of some other fence posts to dispense the chickens out. Now, probably on this line, there will probably be like a actual few blocks over here to allow the eggs to hit them, break the chickies open, and then they'll go into the pin here. So that'll be actually phase 2, or no, phase that'll actually be phase 2 of this project, because right now we don't have any chickens in this thing, and for me to be able to put chickens in this thing, I've got to either go find one, I've got to go round up 2 live chickens, which there's no real actual way to move them easily in this pack. Oh, actually, yes, there is. There is the golden lasso. Oh, which requires an Eye of Ender, which we do have the capability to make. But I've got to go hunting for some of the things, and one of the things is in the Nether, which you may or may not get to see anymore. But anyway, I've got to fill this up with chickens, either one by lassoing them with regular lassos, dragging them over and figuring out how to drag and drop them up into this, which would require me to probably build a staircase up and everything and all this other good junk. Second, probably the second is the next easiest. The ones with the regular Minecraft ropes and stuff. That's the hardest one. Because you got to be able to go. You got to go get them. You got to have at least one or two. You got to go get them. You got to lasso. Use the Minecraft lassos on them. Drag them over, and then I got to build a staircase, and then I got to yank them up and put them up into this thing. So, the next easiest is to the next easiest and probably the cheapest way to do it is to just go out, find some chickens, derp around a little while until they start pooping eggs out, or laying eggs, let's put it that way. Then I pick up the eggs and I bring them back and I throw them into this thing. And if we get a couple of chickies out of the eggs, then hey, we're primed and ready to go. And then the third one is probably the most easiest, but the most costive of it is to get that golden lasso, and then I just go out and pick up a chicken, bring it back, drop it in, go out, grab another, go out and, whoa, I'm sorry for flipping that around too fast. Going out and basically finding as many chickens as I possibly want to go find to get this thing started, and then voila. But I'll figure that one on when we actually come to it. Right now we're focused more on trying to get, after we get those chickens and the eggs get into here, well, we can't just have them go in there because we need to have quite a few chickens in this machine for it to run properly so that we can get quite a few chickens out at the time. So our next part is going to be, then we need to run a cable from here that goes off of that one down to this dispenser. We need to run it back up and in to the dispenser up top, or to another dispenser that will be in that little hole. Why are we going to have that one there? Well, because this one will actually, what this one does is it fills up, it runs okay, let me explain to us like this. If I have, like, let's say 5 chickens in here, well, that's 5 eggs. That's 5 eggs. That's great. But the problem with the eggs in Minecraft is, let's say you throw 10 eggs, just in general, you throw 10 eggs. You may end up with maybe 3, sometimes I've seen it, possibly 4 chickens out of 10 eggs. That's not a very productive number of chickens to eggs. So what this dispenser up here is going to do is it will automatically fill this with eggs. So every time they poop an egg out, and we'll set this one on a priority first until we get a decent amount of eggs coming in and out, or coming into the system, is this will actually start to fill up with chickens. Once our egg count starts getting plentiful, then we'll kick this machine from replenishing itself, basically, to making us our to dispensing our chickens to where we can then kill them and eat them, basically. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop in here and I'm going to place this right there. Because the weirdest thing for Minecraft is the fact that when you place a machine, it places facing you. And in every mod pack that I know of with machines, when you place that machine, it places facing away from you. So, all right, we're gonna go sleep real quick because I don't want to get accidentally shot off of this machine while we're making it, or have a accidental creeper come and blow up the machine that we're gonna make, or the. I don't want that being exploded to a point where I have to redo it. I mean, it'd be okay if I had to redo it because it's fairly simple, but a lot of my resources are not. I really don't have the resources a whole lot for it, and apologize for the jumping in this part of the video, but I can't help it. My computer gets to a point where it starts to jump around a lot. So, so yeah. So anyway, all right. So back to. I don't know why I was. All right, back to the machine. So with that set there, we're going to have to do two things. We're going to have to run our pipe up and around it. Because we don't have the... yeah, so we're going to have to do this. So we need our transfer node to go right there. Well, I wish I had a... I think I need a tool. What do I need to... okay, we're not going to do that because I don't know. I don't have the tool to do it that way. So we're going to come out the bottom. And with our transfer nodes, for right now, we're going to go this way. We're just going to go, we're going to go straight over here to start with. And then we'll need to come out over. If I put that, well, it doesn't matter. I got to come over one more. And then we can go up there. Now let's go up here. Oop, jump. Okay. We'll bring this on up. I think I'll bring it over so I have room to work, and then we'll go there. Alright, so that's going to be that. Now, like I said, we will branch off of that at a later date to bring it down. So I made an advanced filter. We can see what the advanced filter does comparatively to the regular filter that we have over in the tree farm. But we will see what the difference is between it. We'll see if we can put it like into like a round robin situation or just what. So we're gonna hop down here. Be very careful not to fall off. We need to go out 3. Like so. Now this is where regular Minecraft comes in. So we have a comparator, a redstone repeater, and various amount of redstone. So what we're going to do, comparator, this comparator will read what's inside this dispenser. So now when there's one item in here, I'll show you real quick. When there's a item in here, it doesn't matter what item, the comparator will turn on. The comparator will then go into a repeater. Yeah. Oh, I need to make a couple more repeaters, but I will do that at a later date. So now, this repeater So now this repeater will house two things. So the repeater will house one signal going this way, to there. Now as you can see what this does, whoa, my frame rate dies because of it. This basically does like a clock, okay? And the reason why it's being funky is because my computer's overly annoyed with it. So that's a clock, but that's really not doing anything with the dispenser, right? So now what we're going to do, we're going to put this repeater here that'll go into this block, which a signal will power this repeater, which will power that block, which will power anything next to the 6 adjacent sides of the block. So meaning this dispenser will get powered. And we'll throw out his items like so. Okay, so now what that does is now it's going to shoot out any eggs that get put into it, just like that. Any eggs that get put into it will come up and be shot out into this thing, just like the redstone. See? Just like that. Alright, you know what? The fastest way to capture that would be to go down here and take that away and pull this out of there. Okay. And then we can replace this back. Alright, so we've got that part set up to where that now this is ready for chickens. So this part is ready for chickens. Now the second phase that we might touch bases with today and we might get the pin and stuff all set up with, and that's to set up this dispenser over here. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go grab some dirt. I think there's some dirt out front in that other chest, so I think in the chest next to the farm, so I think I'll go grab that. Then we'll go raise that platform a little bit. Then I think what I'm going to do, I got a lot of cobblestone. I think over there, to fit the same theme with it, I think I'm going to make some cobblestone fences to go over there. In fact, we could whip up, oh, let's see, that's probably going to take about half a stack of them. Or so, let's see. Oop. Let's grab 30. That's 57. It should be enough. Oh yeah, 54, that's definitely enough. Alright, so we're good there. And then we'll take a look at this advanced filter and see how it actually works. Because this advanced filter has modes. And what we could do is maybe at a later, maybe between us switching it over from replenishing mode to actual factory mode, we could probably, if it's got a thing that's called round robin, what it'll do is round robin will make it in such a way that's like, okay, it'll pull from this inventory and it'll be like, okay, one egg will go up there, one egg will go down here, one egg will go up there, one egg will go down here, you know, and it'll just keep repeating that until we decide to break this line to where we don't have any more. But for right now, we'll need it up there. And then you know what? Maybe I will see if I got enough materials to make the lasso. If not, that's what we will start with next time. Because I'll have the necessary stuff, hopefully. to make said system, or said lasso. And then we can go get a few chickens with the lasso and be able to get our system here started. And then while it's building up chickens in its main system, we can then talk about how at a later, or then we can talk about how maybe we can get this automated, the chickens automated. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I want to try to use a lava blade. And what a lava blade is basically what you do is you take a bucket of lava, and lava only goes out like 4 blocks here in the overworld. So what you want to do is you want to try to have that lava spread down a channel, and then at the very end of the channel, since a very thin layer of lava will not spread any further than that, you want that to overhang via a sign over a chicken, a place that you've gathered your chickens, your young chickens. Once they are in there, the when they grow up, your adults will, your baby chickies will not be harmed because they're only a half slab high. They're only a half slab high. So by having the lava blade over the top of a half slab, it will block the lava from falling down and burning the chickens, the baby chickies. But once the adults are growing up, the adults are too high, are high enough then that the lava blade will hit them and catch them on fire. And then what you do is underneath that half slab, just like I done up here in this, you have a hopper that will immediately grab the items that fall. So eventually, what we could do is this would make us feathers and cooked chicken, which is a very good thing for us because we need the feathers to make arrows, and we also need the chicken to be able to be ate, or to be able to eat. I'm sorry for the dinging and stuff. That's just my phone notifications going off. Here, let me check them just a minute, just to make sure. Yep, we're good. So that's how that works. But for right now, we're just going to make it in such a way that we can basically just have them in a pin for right now to be able to gather up and everything and all this stuff. I'll probably take one of these corners out and put a gate, but for right now I'll just leave that area right there open for now so I can get in here. Oh, and then for our wall, if our dispense is going to be like right here, I guess it's going to be right here in this one. If it's going to be right there in this one, then we want, you know what? I think I'm just going to use these. Use a couple get up here. And it doesn't have to be very high. It just has to be high enough that the chickies will not when they hit against the fence, when the eggs hit against the fence to crack open, then the chickies will just take and fall straight down and not have to worry about it. Okay, so I think I'm going to call it an episode here. It's about 5 minutes short, so I apologize for having a short video, if that's so. But I think we're almost ready to take and actually put a couple of chickens in here. But in order for me to do, I think I'm going to do the lasso, because it's just, or the golden lasso, because it's just easier to transport that way. And yes, even though I have to go into the nether and gather up some stuff and everything, and all this other good junk, I think I will go that route instead of the other two. Because like I said, I mean, for the cost of the lasso, it's just going to be easier. And then plus in the long run, I'll be able to move the other animals as well. I mean, because it's not a one-time thing, and I won't have to fight with them to get them in their pens or anything like that. I just put them in there. So, alrighty. So anyway, but until then, I have been Hardtruck1, and this is MineCraft, and I'll see you in the next episode. Laters.